Hey everyone! Today we're breaking down the Chicago Bulls vs. Philadelphia 76ers game on January 26th, 2025. The Bulls, led by DeMar DeRozan, will face off against the 76ers, who are powered by MVP candidate Joel Embiid and playmaker James Harden. The Bulls need DeRozan to step up and their defense to shine if they want to compete. Meanwhile, Philly looks to dominate inside with Embiid and outside with Harden and Tyrese Maxey. The 76ers are favorites, but if Chicago plays smart, they could surprise us. Betting tips: Philly's likely to cover the spread, but don't overlook the Bulls' upset potential. Tune in and enjoy the game. Welcome back, Hoops fans. It's time to dive into another exciting matchup in the NBA. And today we're focusing on the upcoming game between the Chicago Bulls and the Philadelphia 76ers, set to take place on January 26th, 2025. This is going to be an electrifying showdown, with both teams coming into the game with something to prove. So, sit tight, grab your favorite snack, and let's break down the game, give you our predictions, and offer some betting tips that could help you get ahead of the curve. The Chicago Bulls, who have been one of the more up-and-down teams this season, are traveling to the city of brotherly love to face off against a Philadelphia 76ers team that's looking to keep their spot near the top of the Eastern Conference. The Bulls have had their fair share of struggles lately, but they also possess one of the most dynamic players in the league in DeMar DeRozan. When he's on, DeRozan can turn the tide of a game with his scoring and playmaking ability, and he'll need to be at his best if the Bulls want to stay competitive in this matchup. On the other hand, the Philadelphia 76ers have had a much steadier season, thanks in large part to the consistent brilliance of MVP candidate Joel Embiid. Embiid has been absolutely dominant, both offensively and defensively, and he's a matchup nightmare for any team. Pair that with the playmaking of James Harden and the all-around skill set of Tyrese Maxey, and the 76ers are a formidable opponent. But as good as Philly has been, they've had their vulnerabilities, especially when it comes to consistency in their supporting cast. So, what can we expect from this game on January 26th? Let's break it down, starting with the Chicago Bulls. They've had an interesting season so far, marked by some strong performances and frustrating losses. One of the biggest issues they've had is finding consistency, particularly when it comes to their offense. At times, they can look like one of the most potent scoring teams in the league, while at other times, they can struggle to put the ball in the basket. That's where DeRozan comes in. The Bulls are going to need him to take charge, especially in a matchup against the 76ers defense that can be tough to crack. He's got the skills set to exploit Philly's weaknesses, but the key for him will be finding ways to get his teammates involved and making sure the offense flows smoothly. Another factor to keep an eye on for the Bulls is their performance on the defensive end. This has been a big point of emphasis for Chicago all season long. If they can lock down defensively, they'll at least have a chance to keep the game close. The 76ers can be a tough team to stop, but if the Bulls are able to put pressure on the likes of Harden and Maxey, they might be able to force some turnovers and get out in transition, where they can be dangerous. Chicago has the potential to be a top-tier defensive team, but whether they can execute that consistently is still up in the air. Now, let's turn our attention to the Philadelphia 76ers. They come into this game with a lot of momentum. Joel Embiid has been absolutely dominant this season, and he has shown that he can take over games with his scoring, rebounding, and shot blocking. There are few players in the NBA who can match his physicality and skill, and the Bulls are going to have their hands full trying to slow him down. But what makes Embiid even more dangerous is the way he complements the rest of the 76ers roster. James Harden, who is still one of the most dangerous playmakers in the game, has been playing some of his best basketball in recent years, and his ability to get to the rim and create for his teammates makes the 76ers offense even harder to stop. Tyrese Maxey has also emerged as a key piece for the 76ers this season. His speed, shooting, and basketball IQ have been impressive, and he's someone the Bulls will need to account for on the perimeter. Maxi's ability to stretch the floor opens up more opportunities for Embiid and Harden, making this team even more dangerous when they're all clicking. The 76ers have been more consistent than the Bulls this season, and if they can execute on both ends of the floor, they should come away with a win in this game. If Chicago can neutralize the 76ers stars and exploit their depth issues, they could potentially pull off an upset. When it comes to betting, this is an intriguing matchup. The 76ers are the favorites, and for good reason. They've been the more consistent team overall, and their star power gives them a significant edge. However, the Bulls are no slouches, and they've been able to compete with some of the best teams in the league when they're firing on all cylinders. That said, betting on the 76ers to cover the spread is probably a safe bet, but it's always worth considering the potential for a surprise performance from the Bulls. If you think the game will be a defensive battle, betting the under might be the way to go. However, if you're expecting a high-scoring affair, the over could be worth considering. It'll be interesting to see if the Bulls can contain Harden and keep him from getting others involved, as his passing ability is one of the keys to Philly's success. If they can get contributions from their supporting cast, they should be in a good position to win. When it comes to betting, the 76ers are likely the safer bet, but the Bulls are more than capable of pulling off an upset if everything clicks. If you're looking for value, consider betting on the Bulls to cover the spread or betting the under on total points, given the potential for a defensive battle. Harden, a former MVP himself, isn't just a scorer, his passing ability is what separates him from a lot of the other guards in the league. He can easily dissect defenses with his incredible vision and create open shots for his teammates. If Harden is playing the way he's capable of, that creates more space for Maxey, Tobias Harris, and others to take advantage of the Bulls' defense. Maxey is a player who can sometimes fly under the radar because he's not as high profile as Embiid or Harden, but his improvement year over year has been significant. Maxey is a lightning-fast guard who can finish at the rim, shoot from distance, and provide extra scoring punch when needed. He's also been stepping up as a secondary playmaker, which allows Harden to get a break from facilitating the offense. In the case of the Bulls, we also need to consider Zach LaVine's performance. LaVine, known for his athleticism and scoring ability, has been inconsistent this season, but when he's at his best, he can be a game-changer. He's an excellent shooter, especially from beyond the arc, and he has the ability to drive the lane and finish strong at the rim. The 76ers defense, while strong, can be vulnerable if their rotations aren't quick enough. LaVine's speed and explosiveness could force Philly into making mistakes, and that's something the Bulls can exploit if they're able to execute in transition. Getting LaVine going early in the game could be key for Chicago to build confidence and momentum. Overall, this is going to be an exciting game, and we can't wait to see how it plays out. Be sure to tune in on January 26, 2025, for what should be a thrilling matchup between two of the Eastern Conference's most intriguing teams. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe to